In this video, I'm going to help you discern and understand how to come out of addictions. Addictions can be of many types, by a few of my past addictions and stuff that we've been battling. That's very common is no fap, like fapping. That's like jerking off. And junk food. These are addictions basically. And there's like a lot more. There's like TV shows, doom scrolling, cigarettes, drugs, alcohol, everything, like all of those stuff. All of that stuff. Now, how does one overcome addictions? Usually one would think that you have to repeat it constantly in your mind. Like for example, you're trying to stop jerking off. One would think, going to give an example of two people. Hypothetical. Jack and Austin. Jack constantly thinks about nofap. He thinks about how wrong it is. He thinks about his religion, how he shouldn't do it. He thinks about his parents. If his parents find out, what will they think of him? If his friends know that he does this, if girls can smell it on him, if girls can smell the wank on him. Because like if a person jerks off, you usually can tell by having a single look at them that, oh yeah, this person wanks, that doesn't, this one's confident. He thinks about how his confidence is low because of jerking off and watching porn. So like his brain power here, Jack's brain power is focused only towards nofap. That's what he thinks about. I cannot jerk off. And if his brain is occupied in thinking about that, suppose he also gets to, like, let's say day 90. That's like a milestone, supposedly. Suppose he gets to day 90 of nofap. But he's only been thinking about nofap and not about any other area of life. So his health comes physique, nutrition, looks, brain capacity and everything. His wealth is his bank balance, his work, his business, college, studies and everything. And relationships. Jack's health, wealth and relationships have not made any progress ahead because the only way he's spending energy is in thinking about nofap most of the time, let's say 80 or 90% of the time. So then he has no other time to think about any of the other things in his life, like the gym, nutrition, sleep, friends, family, work, business, girls, nothing. So that's not the best way to overcome addictions. That's like even junk food, TV, cigarettes, doom scrolling and everything. Let's come to Austin. Austin also jerks off and he wants to quit. But he doesn't obsess. He does not obsess over nofap. Instead, what he obsesses is over routine. In his routine, he has incorporated waking up early, doing the good habits like, going to his college, going for work, business, gym, his meals, meeting friends, socializing. He does not think about nofap. If by mistake, suppose even like at day 90, he's ended up actually relapsing. Within these 90 days, he's actually done it more than Jack. Suppose Jack does it once, fails once or twice. But Austin has failed like 4 times in 90 days. Let's say 5 or 6 times. Still, the quality of life of Austin will be a lot higher and satisfaction will be a lot higher. And eventually, as the months go by, he'll get over his addiction. It'll drop down and go because he's not even focused on it. What he is focused on is improving these areas of his life. So that's what your focus should be on improving these areas of your life: health, wealth and relationships. When you do that, you won't even have time. You will not even have, let's say, time. What's this? Hours on the clock. TikTok, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Funny. Austin will not even have time to think about the bad habits because he's so busy improving his life. Whereas Jack, round the clock, he thinks about quitting this. So he eventually fails. And again, even if he gets to like day 90 or day 100, still a loser. Now, let's talk about addiction in terms of eating junk food. When is one prone to eating most junk food? You should notice your trigger. Notice your trigger points. For me, I'll tell you, bro. If I wake up, no matter what time I wake up, till like 6 or 7 or even 8 in the evening, I'm okay. Like I eat healthy meals, I have my eggs, usually, or like a protein shake, or maybe I drink creatine, or like if there's some chicken or stuff made at home, I go and eat that. So that's okay. But as soon as it's, let's say, around 9 p.m., and I go out in the evening and I go meet my friends, I am bound to cheat on my diet. Like even before recording this video, it's almost 4 in the morning. But I went out at 8:30 or like 9:30 the previous night, last night. I was proud of myself because in the whole day, I like drank one protein shake because I woke up late, but I didn't have anything else. So I was like, okay, Paul, you're looking lovely and lean. Let's go in the mirror. But then I went out with one friend of mine and I had 2 shawarmas from 2 different places. After, I think 3 or 4 hours after that, I went out with another one of my friends and I had one more shawarma. This was at 2 o'clock. That's like 2 hours ago. So these are my trigger points. I usually end up doing this late night, and I'm sure a lot of us even do that. Even if you're like into jerking off and stuff, notice your trigger points. What are your trigger points? Junk, jerk off. Okay. I was talking about junk food, but I'll just give like a brief thing of this. If your trigger points of jerking off are like scrolling Instagram or like watching some movies, say sexual movies, where there's like a few scenes or there's like a hot girl there, that's when then you automatically switch browsers and you go and start watching porn and then you start jerking off and the cycle continues. So like basically don't do that. Notice your trigger points and get over them. Or at least acknowledge that you have fallen into it and you will try not to put yourself in these situations later. In terms of junk food, what can be done to improve this is firstly the timing, notice your trigger points. Secondly is make your healthy foods simple and easy to make, least resistance, minimal ingredients. I'll make a separate video on a few of my favorite meals that are like easy to make, so you can just copy them from that. So one of them is like sunny side eggs. You break eggs, you put it on the gas with butter and like you sprinkle salt and then you take it off the gas. You can make four eggs at a time and do that twice. So that's like 8 eggs, 8 whole eggs with the yolk, with the yellow, every single day. And with 4 eggs, you can have like 1 or 2 slices of bread that you put butter and then you toast it. So that's like one very simple and tasty meal. That's what, bro, that's what you do. And if you have a sweet tooth, I'm giving you all the recipes in this only. I posted like a video of that on my Instagram, how to make a chocolate mousse. So in that I took like 1 scoop of whey, 3 boiled eggs. I'll just tell it to you. 3 boiled eggs. I took cocoa powder, vanilla essence just like to negate the smell of the eggs, and a little bit of water. I put it in the mixie and ground it, and I got a tasty like chocolate coffee mousse. Coffee, yes. Forgive my writing. Yeah, coffee mousse. So then that's like an easy meal, and you have fun eating it and cooking it as well. What else, bro? Apart from this, okay, let's talk about cravings a little bit. What are cravings? What are cravings? When you say you feel like eating like sweet food, cravings. What are cravings? Cravings, so as we all know, our gut, over here, our intestines, it is said that our gut is our second brain. Why is that so? Because like there's bacteria in our gut. There's good bacteria and bad bacteria. It's like they process all the food that you've eaten and break it down into smaller parts that can be absorbed by our human body. So what we want is to increase the amount of good bacteria. It looks creepy, but it's good. Increase the amount of good bacteria and decrease the amount of bad bacteria. Decrease the amount of bad bacteria. How does that happen? Well, suppose you crave something sweet or you've been eating a certain kind of food for quite a certain period of time. The bacteria in your body adjust to that kind of food. So, suppose you're addicted to chocolates. After a certain point, your own body won't actually want the chocolates. It's actually the bacteria in your gut, the bad bacteria, that wants the chocolates and the junk food and the street food. Don't worry, this can be sorted. This can be changed. You can cleanse your gut, reset. Gut reset. Results can be seen in like 2 weeks minimum or maximum. Screw those 2 words. Results will be seen in 2 weeks. You can see, oh yes, I don't crave that kind of food anymore. I like the healthy meals that I've been eating. That Paul told me, the eggs and the toast and butter. Because I've actually done this in the past and I'm going to have to do it again. So it's like, for some time I was addicted to shawarmas. For 2 or 3 months I was just downing shawarmas and like food from outside. But then there came a certain point where I was like, oh boy, Paul, screw this. You need to get back on your health. I'll focus on the gym and look better. Then it had become like a routine. You wake up early morning or like, I didn't even sleep. This was like a year ago. I didn't sleep and I went to the gym at like 4 or 5 in the morning with one of my friends. Spent like, let's say a good 3 hours at the gym. Now, okay, it's not the most productive. You got to finish in lesser time. But still, like, spend 3 hours at the gym, come home, quickly cook my 8 eggs with like 3 toasts with butter. And then for lunch, there used to be my buffalo meat that my maid used to cook for me. So it was like a routine. So most of my meals, they were like 8 eggs, 3 toasts, and maybe cheese. And the second one was like my buffalo meat, along with a few vegetables or like just the broth of it. And at that time, now this had come towards October 2025, and my physique was kind of one of the best that it has looked in a long, long time. So I got to work back on that. So it takes 2 weeks to reset your gut. You force reset your gut. For the first few days, you will feel absolute crap. You'll feel shitty, you'll feel like giving in to your food, temptations and stuff. But do not. When you do not give it to it, do not give in to your temptations. Just for now, you grit your teeth, you fast. It's actually easier fasting than avoiding junk foods. If you tell yourself, okay, I won't eat junk food, I'll eat healthy food today. But that's when you're more prone to kind of giving it to junk food, if you're not used to it. If you simply tell yourself, I'm going to fast today and not eat anything, that's actually a lot simpler. Your brain doesn't have to even think that, oh, is this healthy, is this not healthy, can I eat it? Your brain just tells itself, don't eat. That's what you told yourself. So that's how like you can reset your gut. And then drink like salt water and electrolytes and stuff. 2-week gut cleanse. The next thing we talk about is focus. Focus in big. Focus. When you focus in life, let's look at an example from the book Essentialism. Here's two people. This guy, let's call this Robbie. Let's call this guy Levin. Robbie and Levin both have similar desires. Robbie works on improving like his physique, his diet, talking to friends, going out with girls, his job, reading this book, playing the piano, tries to do everything, but doesn't make much progress that's needed in even one area of life. Whereas Levin, he sees that his life has been shit and he wants to improve. He chooses one or two things to improve. Let's say physique. So instead of going in all of these different areas, he chooses just one and goes all in on physique and on his work and business. This is what we want to be. This is the season I'm getting into now, of focusing only on physique and work. Focusing only on like my physique and diet, and working to work on the business and stuff. And like maybe one more thing that's just to support this. Instead of like trying to do this and do that and do this, going out, going to the gym, watching a movie, watching a TV show, doom scrolling, going out with this girl, texting this girl, oh, this girl didn't reply, this friend is angry with me, I'm angry with this friend, this food is not good, should I eat this food, should I not eat this food? So basically, like, you need to be like a horse, a tamed horse. Wild horses, they are beautiful and majestic, they run wherever they want, but they just run haywire. A tamed horse, a trained horse, they have the flaps on their eyes where they only see the goal, or they're not even able to see the goal. They are driven by the horse rider. They go in a straight line and look so majestic in achieving that one goal that they want. That is what we need. We need a tunnel-like vision, a tunnel focus, if we want to achieve anything worthwhile in life. Honestly, a lot of us have just wasted 80 and even 90% of our life that we've been alive. A lot of it has been spent in doing mediocre stuff, menial stuff, menial stuff, nothing worthwhile, nothing of value, just existing. What I want from this one song that I learned, I want to tell you this. Summing all of this up is like basically just form a routine, put all of your energy into that routine, your energy and your time, and do not try to be a jack of all trades in the beginning or at once. Focus on only one or two things. The most important season of your life is physique. Put everything into your physique. Do not go out with friends, don't go to party, eat clean, hit the gym, do your cardio, and do a little more studies on like the perfect physique that you want. And like focus on your work, on your business, on money. That'll help fund your physique and also like your business. If you take up a job for that, take up a job. But after the job, immediately go to the gym to work on your physique and then also work on your business that you're building. What's the difference in the song I was telling you about? It goes like, this line is I wanna live, not just survive. You should be wanting to live and thrive and excel, not just survive and get by. Let's see, what is living? Living is doing whatever you want that gives you fulfillment. It gives value and happiness to your life and the people around you. You live, you're alive. You are burning with zest and fire. But when you talk about surviving, when you're not alive, when you just survive, you're just like an NPC, non-playable character in a video game. It's basically like you just go to your job, come home, sleep, watch TV shows, you wake up, go to the job again, come back. You buy better clothes, you buy a car, you buy a vehicle, you buy a phone, but you don't do anything worthwhile. So you just level up. You're just a higher paid slave. And like if that's what you want, if you want to get into a career like being a doctor, a lawyer, or engineer, and that's your passion, or musician, it's all good. But just know what you want. Don't do it just for the sake of doing it. Whatever you do, have your heart. Have your heart and soul into it, man. When you have your heart and soul into it, you will feel alive. Surviving is like basically the same day again and again and again and again and again and again, but you're going nowhere. It's mundane. But now do not mistake this with routine. Do not mistake surviving with being in routine. Okay? Surviving and having a mundane life is like basically job, TV shows, on the weekend you get drunk with your friends, or you go to some concerts and all of these stupid things that do not improve your life at all. In a year, maybe go for like 1 or 2 movies in the cinemas at max. People are so crazy, they go so crazy over which football team is winning, which cricket team is winning, which movie is being released, which celebrity got married to whom. They talk about politics like their life depends on it. Don't focus on any of these external matters, because as an average human, as an average man or woman, if you're like part of the middle class, then you are screwed. You just have to work on improving your life and feeling alive in everything that you do. Focus on your life. You need to be the superhero and the main character of your own life. Because if you are not, if someone else, if a celebrity is like the main character of your life, why are you even alive? What are you living for? You live for yourself. Improve your life in any and every way that you want. One of them is getting over addictions that I've covered in this video. If you think this video has helped you, you can like and subscribe and share it with someone that you think this might help. I know this was a little longer than usual video, but I hope this helps you, man. Cheers.